Alright, so we are back and we're here to have a good time. If you want to do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and drop me a comment, that would be great. Okay. So for today's menu, we are starting off with the Knights Cavalry in the Weeping Peninsula. I decided to go down south from Limgrave because we're doing a little bit something, we're doing a thing. Okay, you're going to see what it is at the end. It's going to be the big reveal. So Knights Cavalry, he only comes out at night, obviously. That seems like that makes sense, right? I've also noticed that it's raining again, which is like, of course, now that I'm using a fire spell, every boss is fought in the rain from here on, because that increases their fire resistance. Isn't that nice for them? This guy has a flail instead of the halberd, right? That's a nice rear up. He felt a little bit more difficult to deal with than the halberd guy. The flail just felt a little bit more weird. I don't know. He's also a little bit higher level, to be fair. So he pretty much has the same attacks as the other Knights Cavalry, except instead of the dragging halberd, he has the like running, swinging the flail type situation, which has a hitbox that's closer to him but is larger because of the way he's swinging it. Also, I think, you know, because I'm using Catch Flame, right, which is like, there's the running, swinging, you know. Catch Flame has like a very short close-up melee range, which is a little bit harder to deal with the bigger hitbox of the flail, so. I kept getting frustrated because I was hitting the horse and not him. Unsafe side, so we got hit by his little body slam. And that surprised the heck out of me. Because when he reared up, he somehow was like still moving around, which I don't normally see. And normally, I mean, maybe it's the halberd guy, maybe the flail guy is different, right? But when the halberd guy rears up, he smacks his halberd down on his weapon side. And this guy smacks his flail down like over his horse's head, like he's killing the horse to hit you with the flail in the process. But I mean, he got me, he killed me. And then here, we're like super unnecessarily greedy, grabbing our runes early, and we get smacked for it. We get punished for our actions. On the second one, I'm trying to be much more deliberate about like making sure that I'm dodging where I'm supposed to, and making sure that I'm attacking in the right windows, like directly on his non-weapon side leg, when I have the opportunity. I'm not going for anything crazy. I don't want to, you know, this is not a rush. You just do what you're supposed to do. Look, he did that thing again. It was so close to hitting me. I've also decided that I probably won't like talk through the whole freaking video if I don't feel like I need to. I'm not trying to fill the empty space, right? I know everybody's here to hear me talk. Trust me, that's why I'm here too. But it can be nice to just watch the boss fight sometimes. And when it's a repeat boss like this especially, like we already know what's going on with the Knights Cavalry, right? You don't need my continued talking about like things that we've already seen. So we're just gonna kill him. we are in our next destination, which is the Morne Tunnel. We decided to go here because it's actually very close to the little secret thing that we're going to reveal at the end. Maybe you can figure out what it is. I don't know. Here we have a little bit of a party trying to open the door. That's very exciting. It's because I didn't kill them on the way there. And then we have the boss, the Scaly Misbegotten. Yuck. He's just a regular enemy, but he's a boss enemy here. That particular jump up and then bite is probably the most dangerous thing that he can do, just because it's the fastest one. He's got a lot of these huge swings with really crazy delays. So, I mean, those are dangerous because the delay obviously is like it'll catch your roll, but really you just stay away from it, fine. And also he's so weak that he died like I wasn't expecting him to die. So, there you go. You just beat him up and you should be good. And you get an anchor. And up next, we have the Demi-Human Queen. Out here in the forest, in the ruins in the forest. Apparently, she's not even a real boss. So, maybe she shouldn't even be here. Maybe she doesn't deserve to be here. I don't know. She doesn't even have a boss health bar. I thought she was a boss, right? And she drops a staff and a spell. That seems very boss-like. But obviously she dies pretty quick. So, the Demi-Human Queen's staff is a decent staff for a magic user, if you're not going to use the meteorite staff. Oh yeah, actually fighting her, right? Because I just killed her immediately. She can use that spell that she dropped. It basically does like a shotgun of crystals out in front of her. So it can be a little bit dangerous in melee range. But since you're outdoors, you can fight her on torrent. So you can kind of just run around and joust with her, and you're pretty much going to be fine. Also, she obviously has a whole bunch of little friends there. So, you know, don't get hit by her little friends, right? And they go non-aggressive once she's dead. So you should be good. And now we have the Earthbore Cave, which is going to have our last boss for the day. This one's a little bit hard to find if you don't know what you're looking for, I think. It's along the coastline. You walk along the coast, and then you go down into the cave that goes under the rest of the area. So maybe a little bit hidden, I don't know. There's also some fun secret stuff in the cave, but it's not a boss, so I'm not going to show it. And then we're walking towards the boss. He's a bear. He's just a bear. I had a lot of problems with this bear. When I was like a new player, he was very hard for me to figure out what he does. But basically he's got some paw attacks like that you can kind of deal with, you know, just dodge out of the way. He's got this big rear up where he tries to hug you, so you can dodge that. That charge is probably one of the worst things he can do, just because there's very little wind-up, so like you don't know when it's coming. Ideally, you want to stand like on the sides of him or be moving, you know, to his back as much as you can, so that you don't get hit by the charge. And then you really love to see that where he smacks his paw and then does 2 more paw smacks, because that gives you time to just strafe around to the side and shoot him over there, and you're good. He does another hug. The hug's got kind of a delayed, like, grab window situation, so you'll have to get used to the timing to that thing to be able to punish it, but he's not so bad once you know what he does. He's very intimidating early on, for sure. I think there's another paw attack that I'm not sure if we're actually seeing here or not that might have been more dangerous. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're done with the bosses for now. We've got a little bit more to get into, so let's hop over to that. we're back. So this is just kind of a quick little character update, right? I've been doing a bunch of bosses, getting some runes, doing some level ups, whatever. I've gotten a little bit of vigor, but mostly faith. Because I wanted to be able to use Lightning Strike. That's what the secret was. It's Lightning Strike. Wow. Sorry about that, sheep. That did 400 and I think that said 411 is what that said. This does 416. So pretty similar to Catch Flame, but it's from range, right? So that's good, obviously. You can kind of see the range that it goes out to there. It does like little random hits kind of scattered all over the place, but it's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to being able to use it. I haven't decided yet if we're going to just like, you know, forget about Catch Flame and just use Lightning Strike from now on, because it would make things a lot easier and faster. Or if I still want to try to use some Catch Flame just to be able to kind of show boss moves and see what they do, how things look from like a melee perspective, because you tend to learn a lot more about what bosses do and where you need to move and where you can attack when you are in melee range also. Like if I'm just standing a mile away throwing lightning bolts, there's not a whole lot to learn about what the boss is doing, right? So we're going to see how that goes. As always, if you are here with me, I'll love you. We've had a good time killing some bosses. We're going to come back for next time, and I will see you later.